So the question is, would you advise people, during this time, while we're dealing with kind of a corrupt, you know, government, in that case, do you advise people to get involved politically and to be a responder to that kind of energy, or is there a different?
That's an individual, I guess you might say, determination. But what I'm talking about is that this is an emergency. We're at an emergency point now. First responders, truly first responders, is not concerned about what anybody looks like. They get the message, the signal, there's an emergency, and they act. They go straight to it. And they do what they can to lift up, heal, save. That's first responder. That's an act of the heart. And in that way, we're all heart beings. We're all capable of first response. Interaction. And thinking more, at least, somewhat more for others in need than just ourselves. So that's heart practice more than religious practice or spiritual practice. It's heart practice. Heart practice. And so the karma conditions of political differences are irrelevant. They are too often ego-serving, ego-building nonsense. Self-propping. Have nothing to do with the heart. Religion too often has nothing to do with the heart. It too is too self-building, too self-propping, self-building. Fundamentally anti-Christian. It's not selfless. It's not even near heart openness. Not even. I say yogis, maybe biased, perhaps. So when you hear the command, and I dare say it's a command from the heart to love one another. Love others as I have loved you in a certain way. That's an old sort of statement of wisdom from master consciousness. That's huge. We say, who can do that? Who's humble enough, open enough to be moved in that way, to satisfy the complete act of selfless love? It's very powerful. So that's the challenge for humans, not just for Americans, but for the Earth people. So when you have a lack of heart, it's easy for you to destroy and kill and care less about it, and be caught up in political imagery and righteousness and so on and so forth. But hopefully it's a baby step on the path to evolutionary sort of excellence, evolve into spiritual intelligence. It's a big heart, big mind. That's all inclusive. That's big. That should be American. I think ultimately it is American. And if we look at the Constitution as originally formulated, more or less put to paper, it's relatively all-inclusive. Come one, come all. It's a big feast here. A feast of goodness, kindness, graciousness, gratitude, openness, love, support, brotherhood, sisterhood, and fatherhood. So these are themes that I would be happy to share with people if I had a chance to share with them. So yeah, we can do what others who are good images for us to follow. In terms of leaders, yeah, there is that spiritual leader. I guess you might say of the heroic heart, right? The fierce heart, the warrior heart. You know, we can use more of that. See, more all inclusion. See, let the heart work for itself instead of your face and your eyeballs tell you what that you can't see. That's what the eyes tell you. If all you can see is one thing over another thing, the eyes aren't functioning. Same with the heart. If all you can love is this blip, right, or dip, dot, you know, that's not working in the heart. The emergency workers know how it works. So get some help, boom, right now, boom. It's emergency.